In today's little episode, I want to tell you about how I get some of my information and where it comes from. A lot of folks will come in and they see some of the pictures that I have sitting here on my desk. And one of the questions that I ask them, are you from Havre de Grace? And some of them have said, oh yes, I lived here, my mother lived here, my family's been here such and such a time, or way back when they came in. But I had two ladies come in one time and said, oh yes, my mother, if you want to know anything about Havre de Grace, she would know. The ladies was Rochelle and Melanie. They were Dorothy's daughters. They came in and she said, if you want, I said, I'd love to interview her. They said, well, if you want to talk to her, every Friday morning she's up at Java by the Bay coffee shop. So for the last 6 years, every Friday morning I've gone up there and made friends with what I call my 80s ladies. They might not be too good of friends after this interview, after this little segment, but they're very good friends. They're the ones that give me the information, and believe it or not, they know a lot. They don't only know who people are from back then, they know what their maiden name was and where they lived, and the ex's, next's, father's, grandmother's, sister's, brother's, cousin. That's the kind of information I could get from them. But a couple of my other ladies is Julia and Priscilla. So what I do most of the time is I'll take some of the old pictures up. And then there's a couple other people that go up to Java by the Bay. Helen and Ron own it. They've been here for a long time. They've answered a couple of questions. But also George Buck, they call him Bucky, and his sister Helen. They give me information and can identify some of the people and some of the places and pictures that I've taken up there. Also, there's another family that comes up there just about every Friday morning. I've been there, and it's Richard Elliott and his wife Sharon and their son Ben. They come up there and have given me a bunch of information. But some of the pictures I've taken, and Mr. Buck has come in, I got these pictures from Harry Jones. I've put these on Facebook before. But the class picture has a whole bunch of, I've got names of a lot of them, but there's some of them missing. Mr. Buck come in here and he could name everybody else that was missing. And then on one of the old football pictures, or baseball pictures that I had, he said, that's me in that picture, and the rest of all them pictures, and I had none of the names. He named everybody on the team for me. So that's how I get some of my information. And then one of the other pictures that I took up there was this picture, and the ladies didn't know where it was, but they said, Dickie, do you know where this is? And he looked at it and right away said, that's Dr. Walbert's up off Robin Hood Road. So this is Dr. Walbert's swimming hole that everybody remember, a lot of people now remember, and the ladies even remember it from that time after they did. And another picture that my 80s ladies, Dorothy, Julia, and Priscilla, especially Dorothy. I showed her this picture, and she could name everybody in the picture. She knew everybody in this picture. And I think she actually even could have dated a couple of them. I'm not sure. I think I might have friends still after this. But and if anybody has any information or any photos or any pictures that I could get and scan in and share, I would love to. If you go to bahoukas.com, that's our website. Bahoukas.net is our blog site. And you can see all the past episodes of everything we put on and we share. Also, I got George Bahoukas Wagner as our Facebook page. You can go to that and see a lot of the history that we share. And Ellie is also putting on a lot of her interviews, and people just love them. Thank you very much.